undefined, soul's desire. You don't even know what you did. Now I'm on fire, fire, burning, burning out of control, taking me higher, higher, a feeling I can't hold on my own.
Well, hello and welcome to My Psychic Connection. I'm Innerji The Metaphysical Crone, and I am so glad to be here with you tonight. So come on in, say hello, let me know you're here, because we have a fun-packed show tonight. So much to do. We've got lots of readings, we've got games, we've got so much going on. And the Spirit is here, Innerji with some stars. Hi, Spirit, welcome. Scrail, how wonderful to see you. Oh, and I've got a love heart from Gemma says hello. Hello, gorgeous Gemma, and a hand wave there. Yeah, come on in. Whether it's your first time or returning, I love to see you here. And if you're new, let me know if you're new and where you're from. And Stephanie's here. Stephanie says, hi, how are you? Stephanie, I am full of beans tonight, so look out, everybody. It's going to be a bit of a party time tonight, let me tell you. But let me go through some of the house rules first. So remember, when we are doing a reading, the 2-minute readings are free, but when that bell rings, I have to stop my reading. But the good news is we don't have to stop there, because we do have donated readings here as well. You have the choice of the quick read, which is much longer than the 2 minutes, but it is still timed. And then we have the mini, the mega, and the medium, and those are all untimed readings. They just take as long as they take to get that information out to you. Now, if you would like to donate, all you have to do is, if you're on a radio station, pop on over to YouTube and you can pop your question in the comments there and click on the donation link. Make sure you do both roughly at the same time so that we've got your question ready. Jean's here. Hi, Jean. Jean says, hello, love. Hello to you, sweet woman. Scrails from Minnesota. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Being an Aussie, I'm not sure to pronounce some of the names of, places and states in other countries, but welcome, welcome, welcome. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about tonight with your donation is that a portion of your donation will go to our charity of the month, and it is the Shriners Children's Hospital. Oh my gosh, little ones getting sick. We want to support them as much as possible. So we would appreciate that you put that donation in so we can pay it forward to the Shriners Children's Hospital as well. Now, I want to talk about the types of questions that we do here. We don't do any general readings on the show. If you would like a general reading, you can pop on over to the website at mypsychicconnection.com, but wait till after the show, because we want to get some of your free readings in here as well first. So remember, with a question, you need to make it specific. What do I mean by that? Don't ask me what's going to happen in June. That's a general question. The better question would be, I have X coming up in June, or I'm in a relationship and I'm not sure if I'm going to finish it in June or whether it's going to go ahead in June. That's a more specific question. The more context you give me, the quicker I can dive in to get to the answer that you need. So please remember that, no general questions. Instead, go to the website. Now, the other thing I want to talk about tonight is our games. We have not one, but 2 lightning rounds tonight, so get ready for that. We also have the Colours of Life game, which I'll tell you a little bit more about later. And we also have and Alison's here. Hi, Alison. I'll give you a wave back. Lovely to see you. And of course, we have the emoji game that is starting right now. So start putting in those emojis. I love blue hearts, but my favorite of all time is my kangaroos because I have them all over my driveway here at home. It's an obstacle course getting out of my house. So kangaroos, I would love to see them, and I would love to see your favorite emojis as well, because the person who puts in the most emojis will win a special divination reading from me later in the show. And just a reminder that the games are the only time when I will do a general reading. Now, I have something extra special for you tonight, because if you make a donation tonight, I am going to add on an additional special mini reading just for you using my witch's runes. So a little bit of a thank you if you make a donation tonight. All right, so a little bit later on, we're going to start with the lightning round. But first, I want to talk a little bit about numerology. Can you see all the numbers behind me if you're on a TV platform? Yes, it's numerology. And I want to talk a little bit about your life path number and how to calculate your life path number. It's actually, and Alison, let's see, happy to see you again too. Oh, thank you. And I love your profile photo of the white wolf with the blue eyes. That is just gorgeous. But what we're going to do is I'm going to go through, if you weren't here at the last show where I went through how to calculate your life path number, then here's a reminder. And if you missed that show, oh no, that's okay. I'm going to show you how to do it again. So your life path number is about your journey in life, the journey that you're taking, a bit like the sun sign in astrology. Now, to calculate that number, what we do is we take the day of your birth, we take the month of your birth and the year of your birth, and we add them all up. So if your birthday is the 26th, then you would add that 2 and 6 to get the number 8. If your birth month was a 12, you would add 1 and 2 to get a 3. Or if your birth month was, say, a 5, like May, you leave it as is. And then you add up the 4 numbers that make up your birth year and reduce them down to a single digit as well. Then you add them all up, and then you reduce them down to a single number. So you keep adding until you get to a single digit. So I'm going to encourage you. It's simple maths. It's really, if I can do it, anybody can do these ads for the life path number. So start doing that, and a little bit later on, in the comments, put them up, and we can have a look at some of the different life path numbers and what they mean. So with all of that, are you ready? Are you ready to join me for a lot of fun tonight? And let's take some questions and see what we have. So here we go. And we're going to take our first question. And I am just going to get my deck ready. And it's Gemma. Hi, Gemma. Gemma says, Adam is visiting next week. He's happy to stay in as I'm still a little fatigued and anxious, but I'd like us to visit the National Space Centre here. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. She said, can you see us going to it for the day? Well, let's have a look at this visit with Adam. How exciting, to the National Space Centre. Here we go. Let's put out some cards for you. Oh, Gemma. Don't hide away from doing this trip. I know you're feeling a little bit tired, a little bit anxious, but don't hide away from this. It's going to be very positive. Stay true to this decision to do it. I've got the Hanged Man reversed. And when the Hanged Man is reversed, it's saying stand up. Like when he's up, when the card is upright, he's upside down and hanging. But when it's upright, he looks like he's balancing. And so I think if you can just get a little bit of a handle on your anxiety, balance it out, it will be a great day for you. And Gemma says, I'm so excited to see him, but a little nervous too. Ha! Yes, I would be. The anticipation, that's half the fun, isn't it? Now, I also have the Ace of Cups reversed. And even though the Ace is reversed, this is saying that this is going to provide a very simple way for you and Adam to really connect again, doing something that you enjoy together. And I see a real coming together for you if you take this outing. Now, why I got excited before was this. It's the Six of Wands. This is the card of victory, success, being out there, being acknowledged. You and Adam are going to have a great time at the National Space Centre. It is going to be so exciting. And then the final card I have for you is the Ace of Wands. I see this is a really big step forward for you, Gemma, in taking chances in going out more. And remember, oh, wow, that went by so quickly, didn't it, Gemma? I do hope that is of help to you, and have a wonderful time with Adam visiting. Yes, there'll be nerves, but look forward to it. And Gemma says, amazing, thank you. Gemma, you are so very, very welcome. And it is exciting when we have, particularly, this is for everybody, if you're in a bit of a long-distance relationship, even a long-distance friendship, you know, when they come to visit or you go to visit them, they're like little butterflies in the stomach of excitement. And I always encourage people, don't mistake those excitement butterflies for stress or anxiety, because that's the good side of getting that adrenaline rush as opposed to that anxiety side. Okay, now, have you been adding up your numbers?
Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt, but we need Stephanie in to go ahead and provide us with her question, as she has donated for a quick reading. So,
oh, fantastic.
We will be waiting for Stephanie. Stephanie, let us know your question, and we'll be getting you on the screen as fast as possible.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, add up those numbers for your birth date, reduce it down to a single digit, and make sure you start putting those numbers in the comments. And Scrail says, my life number is number 9. So number 9 is all about endings and completion. Now, people think endings are a bad thing. Not necessarily for you, Scrail. It's about looking at what you need to let go of in your life as you travel through life and not hold on to it. The other thing too I want to say about the number 9 is that this is a very strong humanitarian number in terms of looking beyond what's happening in your own world. So Scrail, with that life path number of yours, you would be looking at the world as a whole. You'll be looking at what's going on in the world. You don't like injustice, and you would advocate for justice as well. So this tells me that with that number 9 energy, you have very, very strong morals. And Ava Rose says, so is mine. It's a 9. Look, 9 is a beautiful number. It's also about being supportive. And Scrail says, checks out 100%. Oh, thumbs up for that, Scrail. Thumbs up for that. But yes, your life path number is the journey that you're taking, the direction that you're taking. So that is really, really a lovely number to have as your life path. You can use that as a marker for decisions. And journey's a 9. Why am I not surprised? Because number 9 is also a number of generosity. It's a number also, it's a bit like a number 6. It's compassionate as well. But instead of being compassionate just for the tribe that you have close to you, family and friends, this is compassion on a greater scale. So that's why there is advocacy there. That's why there is standing up for justice there. That's why. And Scrail says, Ava, Journey and I are twinsies. Yeah, triplets. Oh, the number 3. Don't let me go into the number 3 right now. But I do hope you found that to be of interest. Now, don't forget, keep putting in your life path numbers, and we can look at more as we go through the show. So let's see what else we're going to do tonight. We've got a donation coming in. So I just want a reminder that if you would like to donate tonight, as well as receiving the answer to your question that you've donated for, there will be an extra special mini divination reading, as well as my way of saying thank you for donating. And of course, those donations go to the Shriners Children's Hospital, such a worthwhile cause. And Ava Rose says 9 is amazing. It is. Look, all the numbers are amazing. This is what I love about numerology. It's what I love about astrology as well. Each number is unique. Each sign is unique in astrology. The planets are unique, but it's how they combine in our lives that make each and every one of us unique. Because in numerology, you're not just your life path number. You can use your name for other attributes. You can even look at your house number to determine the energy for the house that you're living in at the time. It is such a fascinating subject. So with all of that, let's go on to our next question. Who do we have, please? And we've got Aspira. Hi, Aspira. Aspira says, hey, Innerji. I love your name, by the way. That's beautiful. And Aspira says, why does C see me as mysterious? Is this a good thing? Now, that is a mysterious question. Let's have a look and see why C sees you as mysterious. That's a tongue twister, isn't it? All right, let's put out some cards for you, Aspira. Oh, this is really quite interesting. I've got the Ace of Wands reversed. So I kind of feel there's a bit of a spark, a bit of an attraction there from C in some form, because this Ace reversed is about small new beginnings, that initial spark. So yes, they're definitely seeing you as mysterious. They're definitely interested. There's a bit of a connection, a bit of a spark there. But I've got the Five of Swords, and I kind of feel that C holds back. I feel that C in the past, when they've stepped out and sort of made known how they feel and what that spark is, they've kind of been knocked down. So they're kind of stepping back and observing at the moment. I also have the Moon reversed as well. So this is saying to me that in terms of C loves a bit of mystery. So if you want to attract C, if you're interested in bringing C closer into your life, then being mysterious is not a bad thing in this case with that Moon reversed. I also have the Star reverse. So this is another major arcana card. And I kind of feel that C would like to make more contact with you, would like to have more of a connection with you, but they're lacking in confidence. They're not very, very hopeful, because that mystery, that beautiful, mysterious energy is attracting, but it's also a little bit, oh, I don't know what it means. So this is the feeling that I am getting from C. Let's add some T coins to that. I haven't used them yet, have I? And I have the Eagle. So this is also confirming for me that C is stepping back and observing, trying to work. Oh, wow. That bell. I do hope that's of interest, but yeah, that would be very interesting to maybe look a little deeper into. And mysteries in life. I love mysteries. I have Mars in Scorpio, so I love the mysterious things in life. I want to find out about all those conspiracy theories, not because I necessarily believe them, but I'm fascinated by the stories of them and trying to work out which ones might have that little bit of grain of truth in them and which ones don't. And Aspira says, thank you. Aspira, my sweet, you are so welcome. And I do hope that was of help. And that was an example of a pretty good specific question, because she was asking about a person and what they see in her as opposed to general. And Squirrel says, conspiracy theories are kind of interesting. I know, aren't they? Oh, I started reading Agatha Christie murder mystery books when I was only 10 years old, and it's grown from there into more esoteric mysteries. I'm fascinated by them, absolutely. I hope you are too. Now, don't forget to keep putting in those life path numbers. And Bassett says, hello, Bassett, welcome. Bassett says, my life path number is a number 7. Now, the number 7 in numerology is a quieter number. It's a more inward number. And just like astrology, you have your sun sign, which is kind of your core essence. Number 7 is kind of your core essence as well. It doesn't mean that you can't be outgoing in different circumstances, but that's kind of the essence. This is also the number of intuition. It's a number of someone who thinks deeply. So it's like deep use of both sides of the brain, that left analytical, logical side for analysis, and then that right intuitive side, but it's diving deep. I equate the number 7 in numerology to the sun sign of Scorpio. You know, that really private, hidden, intense, deep, like a deep, dark lake. Now, the number 7 is also a wonderful number for questioning. It's almost like you're a walking question mark, but you like to step back and contemplate. Unlike me, I'm a number 5. I'm a walking question mark, and it's out there asking everybody. But you like to ask the question and then contemplate and not just jump on the first answer that comes to you. I feel that with this number 7, there can be a lack of confidence for you. You're less confident about putting yourself out there. You prefer quiet rather than loud. So a little bit about the number 7. Who else has got the number 7 as their life path number? Pop it in the chat and let me know. Okay, let's go on to our next section, please. What do we have? And we have AA. AA says, can you tell me what's the problem with my ex-friend David? He is obsessed with and constantly tries to trigger me. I always ignore him. All right, let's have a look at what's going on with this ex-friend David. Here we go. Let's put out some cards and see. Well, what I'm seeing here is I've got the 3 of Wands reversed first, and I kind of feel that, yes, there is an obsessiveness about this. I am getting a sense, though they would never admit this, but I am getting a sense of jealousy, that there's been a lot of envy and a lot of jealousy, and that has led to David becoming an ex-friend. There might have been more than one thing that triggered this change, but I do feel like they feel that there's something missing that you have, and they're trying to work out by obsessing on you what they can do to get that. It could be a feeling, it could be a sense of confidence, it could be something physical. But I also have the 5 of coins up here and upright as well. And that's saying to me that really what he's needing is something to fill a gap. And you are the one that he's obsessing with at the moment to fill that gap. I've got the 4 of Wands, and this is what you need to do. This is definitely what you need to do, AA. You need to get on with your own life and keep ignoring it. Don't let yourself be triggered. That 4 of Wands is about looking at the positives in life, being with the community that supports you, not the people that pull you down. So it is important that you keep ignoring this and don't get drawn in, because it will turn into a drama if you do. And if you don't want to reconnect with this person, you do not have to. The final card I have is the 2 of Swords. And as you can see with this card, it's a woman. She's got 2 swords crossed above her head, and she's... Doesn't the 2 minutes go really quickly? I can't believe it. But I do hope that is of help to you, AA. And, you know, people can get obsessive about us, can't they? This is for everybody. You know, that one person, and they want to know every little nitty-gritty thing that's going on in your life. The thing I say is you don't have to let people in if you don't want them in your life. You have a choice here. So, yeah. So thank you very much for that question. That was another great example of a very specific question. And don't forget, if you're happy with your reading tonight, or you would like to leave us some feedback, you can pop on over to journeyryanlive.com/reviews, and you can leave your review there, because we would love to hear your thoughts on what you think about the readings that we offer here, not just for me, but for all of the wonderful psychics here at My Psychic Connection. Okay, let's move on to our next section, please. What do we have? And it's the Colours of Life game. I hope you are enjoying this game as much as I am, because it is so much fun. And where would we be without all the amazing different colours and shades that are in our lives and around us? Now, how do you play the game? It is so simple, so simple. Before the show, I chose a colour. All you have to do for the next couple of minutes is type in the color that you think I have chosen. You can guess as many times as you want, or I like to use this as an exercise of developing intuition. I want you to tune in. See if you can tune in. I'm sending you the color now, and see if you can work out what the winning color is. In the meantime, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about the YouTube shorts we have here at My Psychic Connection on our YouTube channel. We have an amazing choice of shorts. They're on every single day, 7 days a week. And my goodness, Jean was well and truly tuned in. Yes, the winning color is red. This is a primal color. It's an active color. It's a color of energy. It's a color of action. It's a color of passion, and it equates to the life path of number 1 and the sun sign of Aries as well. But this is an energetic sign. It's a go get it done kind of color. So this is a great color to bring into your day if your energy is feeling low or you're feeling a little bit emotionally down in the dumps. But enough about red, the winning color. The winning person is our beautiful Jean, and so I am going to do your special reading. I'm going to use a combination of my numerology deck and my colors deck. And Jean said, I saw the color red in my mind. There you go. Intuition at work, Jean. Well done. And that's something everybody can practice at home to develop your intuition very, very easily. All right, let's see what the message is for Jean. And don't forget, this is the only time that I do a general reading. It's when it is with a game. Okay, so the first card I have out is the card number 4, the numerological number 4. And this is all about stability, Jean. So what you need to do at the moment is have a look at where in your life things are being a bit out of kilter at the moment, where you don't feel grounded, you don't feel that you have a strong foundation. That is where you need to place your focus and place your energy to get that area stable, grounded, strong, steady. These are all very strong, slow words. So it's also about you slowing down. The second card I have is a master number. It's 33. Now, this is all about taking a spiritual leadership role. What do I mean by this? I mean that you need to look at your own spirituality. And Jean says, I need more financial stability. Yeah. And with that number 4 energy, that is something that you really need to focus on. What can you do? This is a card of putting in the effort and work with that number 4. What can you do? But with the number 33, I've got the spiritual leader card, and I've got the shadow side of this card. And Jean says, I've been trying for a while now. I understand that. And sometimes it's a bit of a slow process. And with that number 4, things do go more slowly. But the number 33 is saying, don't get down. Don't get down on yourself. Stay connected spiritually around this. And Jean, I'm a master 33. Therefore, this is the card for you. But Jean, this is the shadow side of the card. So there is frustration here. And if it's mainly around finances, as you've said, you're very frustrated that they're not moving forward in the way that you want to. Now, the good news is I have master number 22, and this is the light side of 22. And this is saying you can get through this. You can get past it. You can be successful. But this is about you standing in your own power, standing strong with that stability, going step by step. Let's add a color card to this and see what we have for you. And we've got the color watermelon. Look at that. Who doesn't love a juicy piece of watermelon? And the energy of watermelon is a soft energy. So this is the energy of making sure that you still find a bit of fun in your life. What I'm seeing here is that you're so overwhelmed at the moment by this one area that isn't stable in terms of finances that you've forgotten how to have fun. Now, fun does not have to cost money. Fun does not have to using dollars. So find simple ways to find the joy, find that fun, bring out that inner child and play a little bit. So focus on those finances. We'll keep working towards stabilizing them step by step. Don't let yourself get too frustrated by it, and make sure that you stand in your own power around it. Learning to say no sometimes is really important, and then finding those moments of joy, those simple pleasures in life to help you through. Congratulations on being tonight's Colours of Life winner, and thank you so much for playing the Colours of Life game. I will, of course, be back with it more next week. And Jean says, being here is my fun. Oh, Jean, thank you. Do you know what? Being here is my fun as well. I absolutely love being here at My Psychic Connection. So thank you so much for playing. All right, let's move on to our next segment. Let's see what we have. And we have Tonya. Tonya asks, will my finances improve within 2 months? Another great question, Tonya. Thank you so much for asking. Let's have a look at your financial situation. over the next 2 months. Here we go. So I'm going to look at July, 2 cards for July and 2 cards for August as a starting point. Look, the first card is looking pretty positive. I've got the 6 of coins, the 6 of pentacles upright. And so what I see happening for you in July is getting a better balance on what's going out and what's coming in. I see you much more focused on your finances than you have been. And this is going to be helpful in making financial decisions for the rest of July. So that is really important. The other card I have, interestingly enough, is the 2 of Swords. Again, she's blindfolded with the swords ready to strike. I feel like you've got to be really clear on your priorities for July, on your financial priorities, and stick with them. Not let anything else get in the way. That will help you stay more on track. Looking at August, I see you falling backwards a little bit, I'm sorry to say. I have the Emperor card reversed and I have the 3 of Wands reversed. I feel that August is a month where you're going to go, I've had enough, I'm just going to go and spend on something that I want. Try to avoid this. Work on avoiding this temptation because you're starting off quite well with July, getting things on track, getting the balance right financially. You don't want to take a step backwards in August if you can avoid it. So, you know, when it comes to looking at the future, if we know something is coming up like this where you might take a step backwards, being warned about it in advance means that you can do something about it now to turn those cards around and be that strong emperor, make strong decisions, and look at the another bell. I do hope you found that to be of help. You know, it's this for everybody. It's so easy, so easy. And Jean says, Innerji, thank you for your time and insights, love. Jean, my sweet, you are so welcome. It's always lovely to have you here. It's lovely to have everyone here. I so enjoy everyone's interaction. So remember, if you're doing your life path number, adding them up, reducing it down to a single digit, pop it in the comments and I can have a look at some more life path numbers as we go through the show. Now, just a reminder that we have our YouTube shorts. I started talking about that a little bit earlier, and we have some amazing shorts every day, 7 days a week. That means that you never have to be without our advice and assistance. We have the choice of, yes, numerology of the day with tarot. That's what I do. And then we have our beautiful Alice Tarot with K, the intuitive empath. We have card of the day with Cassidy the card slinger, and we have the angel number with our own wonderful Journey Ryan. He writes all those himself. He's got over 3,000 of them, so there is always help available on YouTube. And speaking of YouTube, if you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share us out far and wide, because we want to grow our My Psychic Connection family so that other people can enjoy the show just as you do. All right, let's move on to our next section, please. What do we have? And I will get my card. Wow, it's the lightning round. Oh gosh, I love the lightning round, don't you? Are you ready for it? Are you ready for those yes, no, or undetermined questions? Because I am. So if you're here for the first time tonight, here is how we play the lightning round. You have to ask only a yes or no question. So an example of a yes or no question is, will this happen? Won't this happen? We don't do open-ended questions for this because I can only say yes, no, or undetermined. And here we go. We've got Gemma. Gemma says, will Adam and I go to court for a meal during his visit? Yes. Gemma, should I have bleach highlights in my hair or an all-over bleach? Well, that's not a yes-no question, so let's go on to the next one. But I like the thinking. Alison says, do you see my vehicle lasting another 3 months? Yes. Scrail, does TK ever think of me when he's not around? Yes. Ava Rose, do my previous bosses miss me? No, sorry. Gemma, should I stick with my new hairdresser? Yes. Alison, will I get a job in the next 2 months? No. Flora, will I meet someone this year? Undetermined. Jean, will I be able to get 2 remote jobs by next week? No, more on that one. Alison, will I find my forever partner this year? No. Flora, will I retire this year? Oh, undetermined on that one. Gemma, will I go to Liverpool with my family in November? Undetermined. Gemma, should I have highlights in my hair? Oh, yes. Alison, did my ex-boyfriend Tim really truly love me like he says? Yes, but. Diamond, hi Diamond. Do you see Leroy and I getting married? No. AA, do you see new, like-minded, new friends? Yes. Jean, will my ex-Leo deposit enough this week to cover my bills next week? No. Ooh. Ava Rose, will I get a boyfriend by October? Yes. More to that one as well. Ava Rose, will I travel overseas before the end of the year? No. Gemma, will my relationship deepen with Adam during his visit? Yes, 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 and yes. Scrail, should I offer cheap comms like I'm thinking of? No. Alison, will I have any financial luck if I go to a casino? Undetermined, and there's a reason. Oh gosh, you know how to challenge me, people. You know how to challenge me with those questions. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, so let's talk about those life path numbers. Show me. And Scrail says, thank you, Innerji. Scrail, you are so welcome. You have a cool profile picture as well. I love seeing that. So remember, add up those numbers, give me your life path number, and I can tell you a little bit about it. And Aspira has the life path of number 4. Now, with that number 4, you might have seen the stability card that came out in the reading earlier. That is about stability. Scroll, thanks, it's from D&D. Oh, cool. Okay, so with the number 4 is putting in effort. Unfortunately, with the number 4, and if you want to do anything, you need to work for it. It's not going to be handed to you on a platter, unfortunately. But the wonderful side of your number 4 energy is you are reliable. You're honest, you're loyal. It's a bit like Taurus in astrology, that fixed earth energy. Number 4 equates to that fixed earth energy. You're responsible. If you say you're going to do something, you will do it, but you need to do it at a slower pace. Change with number 4 energy. This is for anyone who has a life path of number 4. Change can be more difficult with that number 4 energy. Can also, don't tell anyone, a little bit stubborn as well. But the other thing to consider is that you will put in the effort that it takes to get what you want in life. So as you go through your life path journey, if you're a number 4, know that you need to put the effort in. Know that people see you as a loyal, trustworthy person, and that stands you in really, really good stead. So I do hope you found that little bit of help with the life path number 4. Let me know if you're enjoying the numerology, because it is something that you don't see a lot of. We do a lot of astrology in the world, but numerology is not quite as well known. So let me know if you like the numerology, and I will keep doing more for you. But in the meantime, let's go on to our next question. Who do we have, please? And we have Jean. Jean asks, may I ask what you see for my connection with Virgo this week? Another great specific question. So let's have a look, Jean, specifically with Virgo this week. And I'm using my relationship deck. I feel that contact won't be strong this week with Virgo. I've got all of the cards reversed. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing, Jean, so don't jump onto that too much. But the first card I have is the Five of Wands reversed. This is saying to me that whilst there might not be a lot of contact this week, don't worry, Virgo isn't going anywhere. This card, when it's upright, shows someone leaving. But with it reversed, they're not leaving. It's just that they have other things that they have to take care of. I also have the Two of Pentacles reversed. So I just see that for Virgo, they're having to focus on a priority at the moment that unfortunately isn't you. Doesn't mean they don't care about you. Doesn't mean that they don't want to be there for you, but they have to deal with this other matter this week first. I've got the Devil card reversed here. And this is also saying they're having to deal with something that's not pleasant. They're having to deal with something that's a little bit on the manipulative side from someone else getting in the way. So please understand, it's not about you. It's about what Virgo has to do in relation to another person. And I've got the Two of Cups reversed as well. And this is just confirming for me that this is a week where maybe you just need to focus on what you want to do for you, knowing that Virgo is still there in the background, but they're having to deal with a particular issue during this coming week. And let's add some tea coins to that and see what we have. And we have the Sword. And the Sword is about cutting things away, cutting things out so that they can let go. And that's what I feel is happening with Virgo this week. They're having to take the time to focus on this issue so they can deal with it and let it go. Oh, wow, we got the bell again. Thank you so much for your question, Jean. I do hope that's of help. And, you know, it is really hard sometimes when we're in a relationship, particularly if we're in a relationship where we're feeling unsure about the connection. And so when a person steps back, we automatically assume the worst. So what I'll suggest to you is if you're in a similar situation where you're in a relationship or you're connected to someone, but it seems to be kind of off and on a little bit, you need to and Jean says, Innerji, thank you for your time and insights, love. You're so welcome, Jean. But, you know, it's time to step back and have a look. Is it because there's something going on in that person's life that has nothing to do with you and therefore they just need to sort something out first? Or is it something to do with you and you need to sort it out? This is where relationships can become so complex, don't you think? I've been married 37 years and I still find my marriage complex on different days. All right, let's go on to our next question. Who do we have, please? And we have Fervent. Fervent says, will I find a new job, please, or stay at the job I'm at? Well, let's start off by looking at the job you're at over the next 6 months. So we'll look at the job now, 6 months from now. And then we'll look at the potential of a new job in that time frame as well and see which is looking better for you. So new job. Oh, so what I'm seeing here for the current job, I've got the Five of Cups reversed. This is saying to me that, you know, there's been something going on in the job that makes you feeling a little bit dissatisfied. It's not going the way you want it to. But I also have the Page of Swords reversed. And this is saying that over the next 6 months, now is not the time to make a change into a new job. You need to see this through. The reason I'm saying this is that there are some things you've got to sort out in your current job. I feel that what's going on in your current job will sort itself out. Now, in terms of a new job, definitely not the time within the next 6 months because I have the Devil card upright and I also have the, which one is it? I've got the Eight of Swords reversed, Eight of Coins reversed. So this is saying to me that now, between now and 6 months from now, it is not a good energy for you to look for a new job. You need to stay where you are, even though you're not satisfied with it at the moment. Beyond the 6 months, I feel that that's when the opportunity will come in. That's when the change will come in. Let's add some tea coins to that and see what we have. And we have the hot air balloon. And the hot air balloon rises up, things lighten up. So I see a lightening up of stresses and strains in your current job. And I feel that once you're more settled there, you can then look at your future career in a more balanced way. I also have the Lady. Now, when I look at this coin, I'm not looking at Lady. Thank you so much for your question. I do hope that's been of help. And yeah, it's here in Australia, it's the end of financial year. So we're doing our taxes and stuff. And it is a time of year when you start to think about, well, what will my career look like? And that's something we all do from time to time. But sometimes we've got to be careful about not jumping from the frying pan into the fire, that when we're looking at leaving a job and looking at a new job, we need to do it from a balanced perspective and having a balanced outlook. That way you can make the best decision. Okay, let's take our next question, please. Who do we have? And we have Scrail. Scrail says, does TK still want to hang out with me? Is he getting sick of my awkwardness? Well, let's have a look. Does TK still want to hang out with you? Here we go. All right. Does TK... Ooh, how interesting. I know I'm creating mystery for you here. All right, so we've got the Ace of Cups. Screll says, I've been trying to nip my insecurities in the bud around him, but I still feel like I mess up the convos a lot, the conversations a lot. Yeah, that's okay. The good news is I've got the Ace of Cups reversed, so it's not a closed door here. There is still an opportunity, but it's a small opportunity. It's a door that's opening slowly. So I feel that, yes, you can do this. You can make this connection. You can move ahead, but you need to do it slowly. The King of Cups reversed. Even though it's a king, I see this as you. I feel like you're lacking in confidence when it comes to matters of the heart. You need to turn this card around and steer your own course emotionally, and that will make it easier to communicate and to connect with TK. I also have another ace upside down. I have the Ace of Pentacles. So I do see this moving forward, but it's in small baby steps. Don't try and rush it, because you will back off and you will get scared and tongue-tied and all the rest of it. You need to let this grow organically, naturally, and slowly, little bit by little bit. Scrowl says, we've been friends for a while, but I've been trying to be less apologetic and weird around him because I don't want to ruin our friendship. Yeah, you don't need to apologize for everything. A true friend will understand where you're at and be there to support you. But, with these two aces reversed, I see small opportunities for growth in this connection. I really do. And it's a matter of emotional growth and also taking action. The other card I have is the Six of Cups for you. And this is more about you than the other. And we've got the bell. So I do hope that information was of help. Now, don't forget, if you would like to donate tonight, there is still plenty of time. And with every donation, you will receive an additional mini reading from me tonight using my special witches runes. And of course, a portion of your donation will go to the Shriners Children's Hospital. So don't forget, you've got the choice. And Scrail says, damn, thank you, Innerji. You're welcome, Scrail. You're very welcome. But don't forget, a portion of the donation will go to the Shriners Children's Hospital. And of course, you've got a choice of the quick read, the mini, the medium, or the mega. So if you would like to make a donation, just click on the link and pop your question in. But for now, let's go on to our next question, please. Who do we have? And we have Alison. Alison, do you see either my son or daughter contacting me this year at all? All right, let's have a look. I'm going to do a card for your son and a card for your daughter contacting you. So how likely is it that your son will contact you? And how likely is it that your daughter will contact you? Out of the two, it seems more likely that your son is the one who would make initial contact. I've got the Three of Pentacles here. So I kind of see him opening up to communication, opening up to talking. With your daughter, I've got the Four of Pentacles. How interesting, a 3 and a 4. And no, she doesn't want to know. She's busy doing her own thing in her own life. So if you're looking at reconnecting with your children, it seems like your son might be the first port of call in terms of connection happening. Let's ask a little bit about how that connection might happen as well. And I feel it'll be a connection that will be very, very slow. I feel that there will be a circumstance that will create the connection, as opposed to him just going, oh, I think I will call Alison and see how she's doing. I feel that there'll be something that will happen before the end of the year that will make this connection necessary, and that can open the door for you. I do have the Queen of Pentacles reversed here. And so this is saying don't push things, Alison. Don't try and force things. Let things happen in their own time. I know this is so hard for you to hear, but you do need to take things slowly. It needs to be them that makes the first move. And in this case, your sun looks more likely. Let's add some T coins onto that. And I've got the butterfly. Oh, look, this is wonderful, Alison, because the butterfly is all about transformation. So when it comes to your sun, I do see potential change there. Thank you so much for your question. And it was a bit of a half and half on that one, wasn't it? One possible and one no. So I want to talk a little bit more about numerology and life path numbers. What is your life path? Well, it is the journey that you're taking. In some ways, it's not just about who you are, but also how you operate in the world as well. So if your life path number is a number 5, you're a person who will need freedom. You're a person who loves change, adaptability, likes trying new things. And Kristen says number 5. Yes, a free spirit is one way to describe the number 5. A little bit on the adventurous side. Now, adventure doesn't mean bungee jumping off the tallest bridge you've ever seen. Adventure can be an internal adventure as well. It can be travel, but it can also be that adventure of exploring things that you're interested in. And that's what the number 5 is about: exploration, curiosity, questioning, asking, looking for answers, and not looking for just any answer, but looking for creative answers as well. Now, there's always a shadow side to anything in life. And the shadow side of the number 5 is that the energy can get a little bit too scattered at times, almost like having too many things on your plate and not knowing where to put your attention and your focus. The other thing is that can be a little bit melodramatic at times. So, you know, the number 5, I equate to the signs of Leo and Sagittarius, fire signs, because number 5 is a fire energy as well. And so what I'm seeing here is fun, adventure, but forgetting about the responsibilities of life as well. So one of your life lessons in journeying through the number 5 is to get that balance between that need for freedom and the responsibilities that you need to undertake as you go through life. So there's a little bit about the number 5. I hope you found that to be of interest and help. And Alison says, thank you. You've confirmed everything that I myself was feeling and thinking. Alison, you bring up a really interesting point, because lots of times when you ask a question, when anyone asks a question for a reading, you already have your own inner wisdom. You already have your own intuition and instinct that says, oh, I think it's this way. And lots of times when we have a reading, it is validating our own intuition, our own ability to link in and connect psychically. So thank you for making that comment, and I'm sorry it wasn't better news. Okay, let's move on to our next segment. What have we got, please? Woohoo! And we have a donation. Thank you so much for donating. And just a reminder that a portion of this donation will go to the Shriners Children's Hospital. Thank you so much. And the question is from ES. Thank you for your donation. And ES asks, is my boyfriend my soulmate or another? Well, let's have a look. You know, soulmate is a very loaded word, because soulmates don't necessarily have to be romantic connections. A soulmate is someone that we connect with at the heart and we connect with spiritually. So sometimes they're romantic connections and other times they're not. But let's see if your boyfriend is a soulmate connection for you. Here we go. So I'm using my relationship deck for this. I'm not seeing a soulmate per se, as in the one necessarily, but I am seeing a connection. I feel like you're a good team. I've got the Three of Pentacles here, and I feel that this is a good relationship for you. I feel that there is another soulmate out there. Doesn't mean it has to be a romantic soulmate. Be very clear about that. But in terms of the relationship that you have with your boyfriend at the moment, it is looking positive. It looks like you're heading in the same direction. I do feel there are times, though, where you're, sorry to be blunt, but you're not paying enough attention to the relationship because you're thinking who or what is out there, who else is out there. So one of the things that I'm seeing here for you is that you really need to look at this relationship. What do you want from it? What does it mean to you? And ask yourself this question. It's a question we don't ask ourselves very often. Do I truly love this person from the deepest heart? See what your answer is for that. Let's add on to that and see how a soulmate might come into your life in the future. Here we go. Oh, I do feel like there is a soulmate coming for you in the future. I do feel that this is, I've got the King of Cups here. I do feel that this person is a softer energy. They're very, very sensitive, very compassionate, but very emotionally balanced. And that is something that you need in your life. Now, what I want to say about this soulmate is that, how can I put this? I feel like this soulmate is not a romantic interest. That's the feeling I've had since the beginning of your question, that a soulmate coming in is not your romantic interest. This soulmate is someone who is going to travel through life with you as either a friend or a close friend, someone that you feel close to, almost like a family member, but they're not a family member, and there will be a close relationship there. But I don't see it as a romantic one. Let's add some key coins onto that and see what we have. We've got the Cane. So this future soulmate coming into your life is going to be someone that is there to support you. Because what does a cane do? It supports us. It helps us to move. And ES goes, yeah, it's really interesting because everybody thinks soulmates are romantic partners, not necessarily. So I do feel that there is someone out there for you as a soulmate, but it doesn't mean that you walk away from the relationship that you're currently in. You need to see this through. You need to see where it goes, okay? The other card I have is that this soulmate is a male energy. You know, soulmates can be the same gender as ourselves, or it can be the opposite gender. So what I'm seeing here is a masculine energy. I see a male energy for this person that is going to be coming into your life. And I see long-term growth because I have the tree here as well. So I feel like when you meet this person, it's almost like you will know who they are when you first meet them. There'll be this sense of, I've known you before. I feel it's someone who comes from a past life existence. So be aware of that. In terms of your current relationship, I want to have a little bit more of a look at that for you because that is important to you right now as well. So with this current relationship, I do see you staying with this person for some time. I feel that this relationship needs to move more slowly forward. And ES goes, yeah, it is. It's something to think about, isn't it, ES? But I do see you moving slowly forward with this current boyfriend in this relationship. But that will bring stability because I have the Knight of Pentacles here. And this is about movement, but this is the slowest movement of all the knights in the tarot. So I do see forward movement with your current relationship. I don't see it ending for now, but I do see a separate person coming in the future. But I feel it's at least 6 months away. That was the number that was put in my head. So I feel that you've got to really think about what you want in your current relationship with your current boyfriend. That's really important for you. And then to look at how you balance that relationship with this new person that is incoming so that they don't get mixed up. Because I do see a mixing of energies here as you meet this new person. The other thing I wanted to add to this was hourglass. You've got to give things time. This will happen in its time, not your time, my time, the time of the human. This is a natural thing. It's a natural progression that I'm seeing for you. So I hope hope you found that to be of help. Yes, now I'm going to do a special. This is the only other time I do a general reading. I'm going to use my witch's runes as a little extra mini reading to say thank you so much for your donations. So let's see. Making a bit of noise over here. Here we go. And I've got the eye, the all-seeing eye. So this is a general thing for you, not just in regard to your relationships. This is about you seeing clearly what you want in life. I feel that you get a little bit overwhelmed. I feel like sometimes you allow other people's needs and wants to overtake yours. So you need to step back and observe. This all-seeing eye is about looking at the big picture, seeing the bigger picture of your life and see how the different aspects of your life fit together. The other one I have is an ESS thank you. You're so welcome. The other witch's rune I have is the wind. This represents movement. So I'm seeing if you take time to step back and look at your life as a whole, look at what it is that you want to achieve, set yourself a plan for it, and then you will see forward movement. You will see things progressing. The energy I'm getting from you at the moment, ES, is that things feel a bit stuck, just generally, that you're not quite sure whether to turn your foot left or right. So if you do step back, take the time to think about it, to analyze, then to plan, then the movement will start to happen for you and you will see a clearer way forward. Once again, thank you for donating. We really appreciate it. And ES says, so true. Thank you so much. And here we are. We're at the emoji contest already. Fantastic. Who is our lucky winner? And it's Ava. Congratulations, Ava. You are tonight's emoji contest winner. So I am going to use my hybrid oracle deck. 2 decks in one. 2 for the price of 1, so to speak. So let's see what your message is, Ava. Here we go. Oh, these are lovely for you. And Ava says, thank you. You're so welcome. These are lovely cards for you, Ava. The first card I have is rebirth. This is a time of renewal for you. It's about letting go of the old ways, the old habits. I see some negative habits that have creeped in for you. It's time to cut those off, let them go and start afresh. Because with this rebirth, I see... the feeling I have is so hard to put into words for you, Ava Rose, because I've just got such a feeling of love and tenderness. I kind of feel that you're moving into the next stage of you, if that makes sense. And then I've got the card of shelter. So in order to do this, in order to let go of things, habits that are no longer working for you, you need to take a little bit of time out. You need to shelter, go into a little bit of a retreat. Yes, you probably still have to go to work every day and do all of those things, but take some time. And Ava says, I lost job issues with the place I live. So you've got a lot going on. So rather than seeing this as a negative, you can see this as a positive. This is a time of renewal. What do you want to bring in? But you just need to take a little bit of time out to get the balance back. And I've got creativity. Seize the day. Yes, it is time for you to seize the day. What do you want? Go and get it. That is the energy here. Very, very strong energy. And the final card is radiance. Look at that. Let you shine. Let the unique you shine. So overall, what I'm seeing here is new things are coming in. You've got to let go of the old. Let go of the old hurts around that loss of job and around the issue around where you live. Instead, look forward. Look at what action you can take. Look at what you can do. Give yourself a little bit of time out each day to think about it, to let it gestate or let it mingle in your mind, and then seize the day creatively and start moving forward. Thank you so much for being tonight's emoji winner. That was awesome. And here we are at the end of the show. Doesn't the hour go quickly? It has been so wonderful having you here tonight. Thank you for sharing your life path numbers with me. We'll have a look at some more of those next week. And don't forget, we have fabulous live shows continuing here at My Psychic Connection. we have tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard. And Ava Rose says, thank you. It was so fun. Thank you. It was, wasn't it? I've enjoyed myself. I hope everyone else has as well. So tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, we have our beautiful Cassidy, the card slinger, with her amazing readings and insights. Then on Monday at 10 p.m., Kay, the intuitive empath, is back with her incredible show. And don't forget, she's got her crystal corner as well. Fascinating stuff. Then Tuesday at 6 p.m, you have all of the mystical guidance with Mystical Liz. Tuesday, yes, it's a double header. At 10 p.m, we have those whispers from the forest with our own beautiful psychic squirrel. And then I'll be back next Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And of course, that's midday Australian Eastern Time for my Aussie friends and family. So have a wonderful week, everyone. I look forward to seeing you soon. Mwah. Bye-bye.